Greetings, everyone! My name is Adderville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In today's morning live stream, I'll be covering a combination of both Veersmith levels and other levels I found online, primarily the former. Before I begin, as always, a quick rundown of the rules. I'll be covering levels for about 2-ish hours, then move on to art, and on a separate stream, memes plus reacts. So welcome to stream Jaden, Pixel Boy, Cyanesque, Jedok, Top Secret Yoshi, Lapatio, Joey, all the watchers on Twitch, and anyone else I missed. Alrighty then, let's begin with this stage. The next zone battle by Oscar. 1-1 plays and a score of 33. Perfect. Sorry, that was too loud, yikes. First, we're facing off against Silver Sonic. Well, variant of V. Well, they're fulfilling their role then, as an actual buoy. Thank you, Oscar. Well, considering the game Danganronpa 2 is done, sure, we can discuss it here. I suppose so. Or, do you want to wait until next week, in case everyone didn't catch up on it yet? Because it hasn't technically been a week yet. I have top. Make sure to check the level queue. So yeah, definitely like the Robotnik final boss. Although thankfully I don't have 1 hit point. Alright, yeah, I have to do it all in one go. Just like how it was originally. Oh boy, that may be a problem because this Wily machine has much more HP compared to the Dead Egg robot. And of course this can happen. Well, at least I get a full refill before the fight. Ah, fine then, Jaden. Feel free to. The variable jumping now. Why do you have to... And here's the problem, no refill. At least in the original game you could actually get E-tanks. Oh, I thought this is gonna curve upwards. This is gonna take a while. A nuclear stomp. Sure, I'll take it. Well, he is the closest thing to Silver Sonic, so it makes sense. Also, we have the Mega Man 5 charge shot to make our life easier. So I do appreciate that. Well, I do have an E-Tank. I'll use it this time. I was trying to do it more the honest way. First one's better because, well, the jump height is not variable, it's always the same. Jump distance, I mean. It's the second phase where things get tricky. And this time, why decided to cooperate with me? Okay. Ah, no E-Tank this time. I got lucky in the second phase. Luckier, now the entire place blows up. We win. No Proto-Man to catch us, though. Yeah, I guess it's sort of at the same time. It is longer than the original fight, but I suppose easier because of the E-Tank. Whereas in the original, you didn't have rings, so it made it really scary. Alright, I see the talks of Pizza Tower. Nice tribute to Wario Land, or in the vein of Wario likes, quote-unquote Wario likes. I don't exactly like using that term, like. It's not exactly a Wario clone, but yeah, tribute would be better. Thank you, Oscar, your level's been added. Nuclear Stomp, your level's been added too. No kidding, Metal Sonic. Alright, Jaden. When Iwumi said there was a pattern about the victims in the blackened, didn't expect they would be used as replacement bodies for the trash bag. What I didn't expect from the start of it, for most of the game, up until the last chapter's revelations, I didn't expect all of them were all of them were the remnants of despair. I suspected Nagito was. That's why he was so angry at them, but all of the characters? That explains a lot. You aren't? You are number 7. I've written you down as T.S. Yoshi. Also, you're next up too. See? I guess that's it. That's fair. I'm using your in-game name. Alright. Second up is Singe Man, Army of Appliances by T.S. Yoshi. 29 play score of 8. I'm hoping to cover at least 8 levels. Proto. And I forgot the levels I played last week in this, so I'm just gonna guess. Was he too far gone at the end? Maybe? Hajime almost reached that same point as well, in fact. But it was thanks to Chiaki and friends that he was able to break out of it. Like, that reveal for Hajime just... that hit like a boulder. Bringing back a character name which I barely remembered from the previous game but was a major figure in the history of Hope's Peak, and then revealing who it really was. It also casts Hope's Peak Academy in a darker light. Before I know how Hope's Peak was... Before I knew that Hope's Peak Academy was doing some unethical things, but at the very least I thought they had their hearts in the right places for the most part. But the fact they were performing brain experimentations, that cast them in a very different light now. Sure thing, Joey. Well, both may be true. Your hitbox is difficult to hit. It's better to just avoid you. Or just use a special weapon, but I don't know which one I'm supposed to have by this point. I'll just use the charge kick. Yeah, and that was Hajime. But... Indeed, I understand that, Jaden, but initially I thought they were trying to manipulate someone, not actively try creating one through surgery and whatnot. I will, Joey. Let me just finish this stage, and I'll add it to the list. Playing as Porter was a bad idea. But yeah, I think Nagito was too far gone, and or he didn't want to be saved by that point. After learning about all the revelations we did. And well, he didn't have any friends in the group. That's it. Not gonna risk it. Not necessary, but, you know. We got fire. Singe thrower. One of the better stages in this pack, but still mid. That was the important... And to respond to your message, Jaden, that was a very important point. That was the crux behind the ending, why they're able to build a new future. They weren't forced into the Hope Restoration program. Well, not completely, probably. But they did that at their own volition, choosing that over debt. And keep in mind, if they really wanted to spread more despair across the world, they would have chosen debt. After all, what's more despairing for the Hope for the Future Foundation than not being able to change the minds of those who have fallen to despair? They may be less durable than Big Eyes, Joey, but they're much harder to hit. Hey, JGR. Okay. Thank you, Joey. That's why they're able to create another future. Of course, still some fell into despair upon hearing the truth. I have a feeling that some of the members of the Remnants of Despair chose the Hope Restoration program more willingly than others. Thank you, JGR. I feel that's an important distinction of why some, upon hearing the true revelations, went... Okay, give me a moment. That's why, for instance, Mikan, when she got the remembering disease, that's why she went, she turned into a murderer, again. In the context of the game Nuclear, that wasn't really an option. They were too dangerous and, well, the environment was a post-apocalypse, so there weren't that many jails they could run. It's alright, and just give me some context. But yeah, the Remnants of Despair were very, very dangerous people, outright awful people. I won't say it out here because I don't want to make the stream M-rated. Thank you, Rajolt. It's been added. Apology accepted, Vacuum. I didn't really see those links, so thank you to whoever removed them. Gotcha. When she said beloved, she said he didn't she? So I'm wondering if it was another member of Ultimate Despair. But yeah, going back to my earlier point, I believe that some members of the Remnants of Despair more willingly chose to be in the program than others. Mikan, I feel, was more on the other end of less willing. Nagito, I don't know. He's kind of a wild card. Anyways, let's keep going. Number 3 up is World 2 Boss Fight, Battle of Patio. 1-1 plays and a score of 61. It's boss time in the water world. No charge shots. GG. With Akane, no. Because that was specifically the opposite personality. With Mikan, it was different because she had the remembering disease. That's an important distinction. Alright, now we fight you for real. Oh boy. I mean, this is the easy way of doing it. I can also just go face first into him. Yes, that was an LOL moment. And we got the salt water. Time to test it out. Going back to my point, Jaden, for Akane, no, because that was the reverse personality disease. Whereas for... oh, for Ibuki, I don't know. I don't think it was the... for all the infected... for her, Nagito, and Akane, I don't think so. But for Mikan, she had the remembering, so I think that was a real one. Quote unquote real. Fourth up is Mercury Meltdown Resolution by Cyanesque. 23 plays and a score of 4. I guess that was a point, Jaden. Her Monokuma personality or persona was getting a bit grating, but that was deliberate. Hey, Kato. Well, this is Mercury's stage, I guess. Why so many blockies, though? No, seriously, do we really need this many blockies? Please add another enemy type. Then again, this made Junko's eventual downfall ever more satisfying. And I like how this time, the reason why Junko ultimately fell wasn't exactly because of hope overcoming despair. It was because she was stuck in the past. And that's what ultimately brought her down. For the cast of DR1, it was only really like a temporary victory. Like, hope overcame despair, but it didn't totally take out Junko. It's only when the cast of DR2 combined hope and despair with promises of a better future, a potentially better future, that's how they're able to ultimately triumph over her. Yep, I was waiting. Just switches. Nothing too difficult here. This is a slow pace to shoot the switches, get through. 2. We're outside again. It doesn't vacuum. In fact, the level pack tonight only has like 5 or 8 levels. So yeah, it doesn't have it. So I'm gonna reuse this current NSF pack. Next week will be your level pack, Vacuum. Well, actually, wait, but not next week. The week after next week, because Steam Next Fest. Seriously, I think one of the main problems with this stage, other than not enough gimmick usage, is that there's not enough enemy types. Like, we have the Elekans, this roller enemy, but we have way too many blockies. But like, this stage could do better with half the number. Alright, we got water. Dirty water from the looks of it. So this is the actual mercury. Hopefully it's inorganic. My biggest suggestion for this stage would be implement the gimmicks earlier, and please, please, please replace many of the blockies with different enemy types. This is way too many. Even the original Mercury stage didn't have this few enemies. Oh, cool. We have to... I remember now that earlier thing I couldn't reach. Well, it's not as painful as the one from 48 Hours. Those were even more painful with their 6 or 8 contact damage. And this time I can actually despawn them. I don't know, they didn't name the level pack Jedok, so I'll just call it the Roger Dragon level pack. Even though it's basically only... It mostly consists of Wily Fortress stages. I'll throw in some of the earlier stages to make some sense of continuity, I guess. Ow. Oh, goody, now there's water everywhere. Mercury. The real survivors. Perhaps in the anime, or maybe they deliberately left it up to interpretation. Alright, damage boost. Do I have turbo? No, I just have assigned 2 buttons to fire. Although you do need an external program for that. Like, this is me mashing with just 1 button. I need to be next to a wall. I like how we have more increasing uses of the Venus waterfalls, but it's 6 damage. Blockies deal 6 damage here, I believe. Still better than 48 hours default, that was crazy. Oh yes, 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 please. Thank you. Well, you have to use an external program for that. Frankly, considering how difficult it is for me to dodge their blockies, I just damage boost. Case in point. Like, as I said, here it's about 6 damage. In Make a Good 48 hours, it's 8 damage. So, they're as dangerous as Big Eyes. There. Well, you can. Just make sure to use... The biggest sin this stage pulls is not having enough enemy variety for its length. We keep seeing the same enemies over and over, and the variety in the challenges that that don't include the Mercury Falls, it's not high enough. I mean, right now the stage probably could have ended 1 section earlier. Like, we only really needed 1 and 2. It goes on for too long, and there's not enough variety. That's the biggest problem. If it focused more heavily on the interactions with the water and Venus waterfalls, then yeah, I'd like this a lot more. Is it? Okay, let me reiterate. I think it's either 4 or 6 damage here. Let's see. Okay, no, the body of the blockies deals a truckload of damage. It's the head I was talking about. Change what, Marcelo? Oh, I see. Awesome. Every villain doesn't need to be relatable. That's the important thing. Every villain doesn't need to be relatable and or sympathetic. Just as every hero doesn't need to be relatable and or sympathetic either. quote-unquote hero. I guess a better term would be antagonist and protagonist. Mercury, I don't recall having water, but they did have something similar to Dustman's stage gimmick. See, I have to rephrase my statement. When I said hero, I meant to say protagonist, and when I said villain, I meant to say antagonist, because there's a crucial difference. A protagonist doesn't need to be relatable and or sympathetic to be good. Same applies to the antagonists. Thank you, Iwumi. Like, a character being engaging or interesting to see, that doesn't necessarily mean they're relatable or sympathetic, empathetic. Yeah, villain protagonists. Like, to a certain extent, I can understand what motivates their actions, but especially with the case of White, I can't really sympathize with their actions. For the most part, no. And sometimes they aren't too far apart from each other. Remember, being a protagonist doesn't mean a protagonist isn't necessarily a good person, just how being an antagonist isn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. Depending on the story, both the protagonist and antagonist could be bad people, they could be both good people, or they could be both neutral. Precisely. It's just the point of view. What the protagonist and antagonist dictate, who the protagonist and antagonist of a story is dependent on the point of view. And in some stories, that can change. Like, we can have protagonists of a story oppose each other and be the villains of each other, or antagonists. Fifth up is Mega Man Plus Remix Deku Man Stage by Fire Sawdust. 13 plays and a score of 0. Alright, welcome to BHA. This is the first version of the stage, so I'll put commentary. Okay. I really need to watch I really need to watch Evangelion. Thunder Whip. I never watched My Hero Academia outside some YouTube clips, so I don't know how accurate this is. True, even sometimes the antagonists can be ourselves. I'll eventually get around to it. There are a few other anime I wish to watch first, so I'll get to that. One suggestion I'd have would be to have a non-blank background. At least put some clouds there. Oops, I need to respawn them. Down, up. Yeah. Okay, we're safe. I know a bit about Shinji Ikari. This mini-boss used to be a lot more dangerous when the screen sizes were smaller. When I watch Evangelion, I plan on watching the original anime and all 4 movies. Well, there's one thing about this stage. Its gimmick density is a lot higher than Cyanesque's, and there's a lot more variety of what's happening. Checkpoint. Alright, we're in somewhere now. Is this the training dojo or something? F, you die. Let's see. Messages. YouTube, please move. Okay. Okay, Eva's is absolutely terrific. Okay. Artsy Cycle. Someone made a stage based off of Rising of the Shield Hero. Yeah, Imp Gang could count as villain protagonist. Black Hat, I'm not sure what... Gotcha. All I know about the Rising of the Shield Hero is that it's a deconstructive isekai anime. Oh, spot the difference. I think that's what it is. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Okay. You may not want to put those party balls there. There is potentially a glitch you can perform where you bounce on top of these balloons. Oh. Do we need to do all these tests? As long as we have 15, we win. I mean, I might as well take a look. That was the dodging test. Oh, okay, this is the test for accuracy. Don't shoot innocents. And now this is the danger test, when you have to face off against villains and their minions. And now we run. Was I supposed to have a free blue key? Yeah, Eva is a deconstruction. It's one of the classic ones. Although, it's kind of funny considering that the first anime in the real robot genre was also a deconstruction. That's fine, I need a full refill. Like, there's two main subgenres of the mecha genre: super robots and real robots. Hang on. When I say stuff like super robots, I mean stuff like Mazinger Z or Power Rangers mechs. With real robots, I'm referring to stuff more like Gundam, which is the deconstruction I was referring to. Okay, so it's a deconstruction on the super robots. Yeah. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now, Gundam was a deconstruction. Keep in mind though, you have to consider the time it was released. It was a deconstruction of the mecha genre. See ya, Vacuum. Alright, we're fighting against the train, I think. We win. Well, that's a distinction, I guess. But yeah, the original Gundam basically deconstructed the entire mecha genre up to that point, which for the most part was super robots. Hence, it created its own spin. Evangelion's more of a deconstruction on the super robot genre. Although in some ways, it's kind of in between super robots and real robots, like mixed robot. I will also say that Gurren Lagann is also a pretty fun reconstruction by the same studio. This level was okay, I guess. I think I liked it more than Mercury Meltdown, better quantity and diversity of challenges, but it just felt messy with its progression. Also, could have done more with varying up the aesthetics, I suppose. And probably has some more distinct makeups settings. Like, the bases and challenges there, but I guess having more distinct enemy setups as well as gimmick setups would be better, because right now it just feels it's kind of messily placed together. Sixth up is Bomb Man Cross Galaxy Man by Sombre Noir, 19 plays and a score of 7. But yeah, Gundam of the time was a deconstruction, not really a subversion. A deconstruction of the mecha genre. I will eventually watch Evangelion, that for sure, as well as a bunch of isekai anime, well, more than what I'm watching already. Uncle from Another World is hilarious. What is your definition of a Before that, what is your definition of a deconstruction versus a subversion? Specifically of a genre. I'll give my definition after I'm done with this stage. Oh, certainly, but it has some elements of that too, but... like, it does have some more shonen elements too, yeah. New types. I disagree with that. A deconstruction doesn't have to be tragic. That's... not the point. My definition is closer to what Iwumi says. Like, you can deconstruct a tragic story and end up with a happier outcome. You can deconstruct the trope of a genre, and you can deconstruct the entire genre itself. You can even do it to characters and other things. A deconstruction doesn't have to be sad, same way as a reconstruction doesn't have to be happy. Okay, that was a fairly short stage, which, it was Bomb Man and Galaxy Man stage. That's pretty much what it was. Let me put it this way. A subversion is when you have a trope, is when you subvert the conventions of a trope. Or subvert what you would usually expect from the genre or trope. Like a trope is clearly set up to happen, but it doesn't. Whereas with a deconstruction, a trope or genre or whatever is portrayed while exposing its potential hidden consequences or implications, usually realistic. Or to put it another way, when a trope is deconstructed, the consequences are more, instead of being what people expect, it's by playing them more true to life, or I guess what... Some other examples of deconstructions of genres are Watchmen and Kingdom Come. GG. But yeah, I am pumped for Steam Next Fest as well. But going back to your other point, Rajol, too, yeah, in some ways it does have some shonen elements, that's for sure. Although audience-wise and gore-wise, it's... Then again, it was in older times, in earlier eras, so the distinction between shonen and other age groups wasn't as rigid as it is now, or as well defined. But to be fair, the new type abilities are more on the characters themselves as opposed to the robots, giant mechs, but yeah. Some of the Gundam series run the gamut of how hard on the realistic scale they are, or how much of a quote-unquote real robot they are. Like G Gundam, for instance, that is straight up a super robot series. See, the new type abilities, I feel they're taken more from shonen, and super robot shows took that from them, but don't quote me on that. I've only watched the first part of The Witch from Mercury. I will get back to the first series and work my way from there in the near future. Anyways, I'll be right back in a moment. Alrighty, we're back. I'm gonna shuffle levels a bit because I accidentally scheduled one incorrectly. Let's see, is there any differences here? No, okay. Alright. 7th up is Bottomless Abyss 2. 7th up is Bottomless Abyss 2, Hell Abyss by Nuclear Stomp. 14 plays, score of 6. Hey Starwolf, welcome. But going back to my earlier point, yeah. I'm going to eventually watch the Gundam series starting from the first one. Then make my way to Zeta, then ZZ. Or Double Zeta. Or Zeta. And I'll watch G Gundam in its full, that's for sure. Congrats, Jaden. I was paying attention to chat there. Welcome to the firestorm with skulls and bones and bats and fire chuckers. And music that fits. Axe is coming to chop our heads off. As well as everything else, I suppose. Now we gotta run for our lives. What else do we have to worry about today? Alright, here's the schedule for this weekend. Come on, be fast! Oh, this is gonna suck. Right now, of course, is the Veersmith levels. Tonight is Roger Dragon's level pack. And tomorrow morning is X-Dive. We're finishing the main story. I don't think it'll be the end of the Let's Play, but it'll be the end of the main part of the Let's Play. X-Dive was initially fun, but there's been not enough new content. On the note of gacha games, yes, I will play Genshin in the future, but yeah, just like X-Dive, I'm gonna criticize the gacha elements because predatory and whatnot. But yeah, once I'm done with the Steam Next Fest following next week, well, I have a certain game in mind I'm gonna let's play. It's gonna be a key game. I don't want to let you vote on the key games right now because next month I'll be going on a full month vacation. Midway through next month. Yeah, it was more of a scare. And it does look like your supernatural levels, Lapatio. Alright, this is how fast I can mash with one button. Here's with two buttons. I can't exactly do it when jumping, though. Too risky and too painful. Oh, well, I want that E-tag. Time to go back for it. Alright, for real this time, not getting chased by skellies everywhere. Can I even get back up there? That's the question. Yes, I can, but I got axed. Trying to jump. The reason why I missed it the first time is because I was worried that I was going to get hit by an enemy. Also, this is not really built for backtracking. Okay, I despawned him. There we go. Yeah, I was worried I was gonna fall there from the bottom side, but I ended up falling on the edge of it. Fires are getting faster. Of all the stages I played today, I think this is my favorite one. It is a bit more difficult, but it has a nice sense of urgency and fear and terror, and the escalation of challenges. Also, nice use of all the fire gimmicks of the firewall, these candles, the rollers, and of course, all the fire and skull themed enemies to go along with them. That's one of the faster ones too. This is... Well, at least this is hard but fun. I'm gonna finish. Yeah, slide off. Off. Yeah, I need to press it harder. I'm aiming to jump too early. The thing I'm most worried about in this section are all the instant death fire. If they didn't exist, I'd be a lot less afraid. Yeah. The main things that make that section scary are the rollers and the fire. It's not even the fire that's chasing me, but the candles. Because they're both instant death. Also, because of how fast some of the rollers push you downwards, for some of them, if you get hit while on top of them, you're gonna fall straight through. And of course, I don't really have the bigger charge shot, or a shield weapon, or a freeze weapon. If I had a freeze or frosty weapon, or anything that could slow down the firewall, this would be a lot easier. Or if the fires weren't instant death. Okay, I have to do it at the edge. There we go, after about 2,000 deaths we made it. Again, biggest dangers, candle fires, and the rollers downwards. So who are we facing? Of course. What did you expect? That's why I got the 2 E-tanks, I suppose. It's gonna be one of those fights. Jump, please work. I can get 2 charge shots in, meaning 6 damage. Now, as long as they don't fall, I can use the 2 E-tanks. Seriously? I have to be closer to there. Oops. You may want to put a better barrier for that. Yeah, it is deadly. Especially as the bottom roller actually rolls faster than the top one. That's what was tripping me up. I could stay around the middle, but the problem with that is it's also more risky. Of course, you decide to do this too. Missed. I was doing a tap jump game. Can you listen to me? Okay, I'll just use an E-tank here. I think we're fine. That was my bad. Of course. Why do you keep picking this? Okay, sneaked in that. I wish I could have full jumps. Okay, that worked. One more. I'll just damage boost it. Ah, we win, we win. Welcome home, Mega Man. Or is it? GG, we escaped. It is, but it's kind of difficult without having 5 or 6 charge shot. Yeah, one layer of rollers would be too unforgiving. It's just that the second roller goes down faster, so that tripped me up a few times. Don't worry, that's what Bottomless Abyss 3 is. That escape sequence was just an illusion. Best stage of the episode, though. Nice challenge progression, albeit it is difficult. And challenges used together combined with the enemies are fine. Solid. Decent. You're welcome, Nuclear. 8 up is... Wait, what? Hang on. I need to check something here. Got it. 8 up is... Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Burnerman V2 Draft by UltraKill456. Replay score of 1. This is a draft stage, so I'll be nicer to it. It's more of a draft stage, so I'll try being nicer to it. Okay, more windy. Instead of taking place in a forest, this time it's in a canyon. I forget what this song replaces. I can replace it back to what it was originally. Ow. Fixed. I wonder... Can I reignite it? Nope. Once it gets extinguished, it's down for good. You should continue creating. Of the many level designers I've featured throughout the series, you're at least on the top quarter. I wouldn't say that any of your stages are boring at the very least. Oh, that was kind of a tight squeeze. Even if they're kind of messy or unpolished at times, they're at least enjoyable and they don't overstay their welcomes. Like this stage, I understand what it's going for. But I guess one of the things I'd do would be to make it less... Were you intending the stage to have more tight combat scenarios? Oh, that's what I meant by in progress. If you're intending the stage to have more close quarters combat, then sure, keep at it. If it's supposed to be more open, then I'd say to loosen up the stage a bit. As it stands right now, I say keep going. Dave is such a low bar, Jaden. Some of their levels are worse than some of the levels on the most popular queue. I say keep going. Ninth up is MST1 Lost Ocean Base by JJR. 31 plays and a score of 14. True. Yeah, I'm being a bit too harsh on Dave in that regard. Double M. Because Dave is a younger viewer and they didn't exactly take... Well, if they're a kid, I understand why they didn't exactly take our advice as much. It takes time and practice to hone your level design skills. Oh wow, that was a bit... Oh, it's you. No water this time, though. What would happen if we fought two of them at the same time? Ah, speedruns tournament. Gotcha. Bye. Oh, I should have just kept sliding. Well, at least there's another chance to grab this. No, I have to jump slide. It didn't exactly introduce the concrete platforms as safe environments, so yeah, you have to slide jump like that. I mean, try picking someone else if you want to do a barometer. I will say to Ultra Kill or Joey Ultra that your levels in general I'd say are on par or better than most levels on the most popular queue. Nice. I like Kid Dracula's boss team. Well, as a speedrunner stage, yeah, I like the challenges involving the concrete platforms. Gotta be quick, or you perish. Honorable mention. Tenth up is Mega Man Divide Warrior Keep by Roger 2. 4 plays and a score of 2. I don't have any. Precisely, Woomy. I hope they have a demo. If they do, yeah, it'll be added to the list. Oh, by the way, folks, once the Steam Next Fest demo list gets opened up this Monday, then you can vote on which 3 games. Remember, have a primary and 2 secondaries. Oh, undershot. Wow. Try picking something that looks interesting. Pick something you really want me to play, and 2 others which I may cover, as I may not be able to cover everything. Which is fine, I suppose. Oh, close one. It chopped away the bearings. I was more worried about the Stomper here, not the giant gunship. Not giant, but slightly larger gunship with eyes. Thank you for making my life easier. Also, ow. Thank you, Lepadio. I can do it. Just give me 2 more attempts. I have to do it even earlier. I have to initiate the jump just as it's falling. Otherwise, I'll just bonk my head against the side of the girder. There, like this. Splendid. Don't bother with the axes, just run. Not the first. I was wondering why this room was suspiciously empty. But yeah, for this upcoming Steam Next Fest, I hope to cover at least 10 demos, 10 or 12. Ice plus owls, oh goody. If I was playing... Oh, the final explosion is the one that hurts me. Got it. If I was playing as anyone other than base, this could have been a lot worse. Worse as in painful. Hey, Anchor. Which fan game do you have in mind, Metal Sonic? Oh no, it's Anchor. And we win. Cool. I like how more of these level packs and level series have these sorts of screens at the end like Mega Man 11, where you can test out the special weapon in a relatively controlled environment. Mega Man Next Remix. Has it been released yet, Metal Sonic? That has been on my to-playlist for quite a while now. Like, if it's been released, sure, I'll cover it. But last I remember, the progress was, Yeah, I did play the demo at my own time. It was... interesting. Well, 16 complete, 1 in a somewhat development state. As for this stage, it was an okay to decent traditional stage, I suppose, focusing on axes, girders, and the others, starring bass. Alright, I'll be right back in about 4 or 5 minutes. See ya, Jarnock. See ya, Rajolt. Yeah, I did play that demo. Before Magmal, I'd say it was one of the more out there fan games. But, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate we don't have next remix. Now, there is Mega Man X Next, which I may cover in the future. So there is that. The problem with that is it runs way too fast, but maybe I can figure it out. Alright, last set of levels. 11th up is Mega Man 2 Remix Airman by Zamir Rocker. 6 plays and a score of 1. I haven't technically played any levels in the series, but I'm grabbing this anyways. Just in case. Well, we don't have the moving platforms. Well, you could replace this with, you know, the Crashman platforms. Yeah, please don't do this. At least add another block so players can react to it. Also, this jump. Yeah, you need to move this closer so players can react to it faster. Right now, it's kind of a gotcha moment if you don't react fast. Of course, if you hold right, you're fine, I guess. It's this one though which I have more problems with because you have to go to the edge of the block before it comes. And unlike the previous one where you can just hold right and win, here you have to jump. You have to time the slide jump. Otherwise you're falling into the skies. Like here, hold right. Also, don't put the ceiling that close too. Like this one, you have plenty of time. I'm fine with this. It's this one. If you don't know where it is, yeah. You barely have time to react, and for many or most players are gonna fall. Alright, suddenly this doesn't look like Airman at all. We found Airman's base, I guess. Airman isn't even that difficult. Cool. Well, I'm dead. Airship, whatever. Yeah, okay. I blame myself more for this. But if you fall down here, yeah, you're dead. Unless you have item 1 or 2. Or 3. This is designed less to be a traditional stage and more like a fortress stage. As is assuming you understand how many of these gimmicks work already. Even Quinn's Revenge had difficulty progression. This, I mean, it assumed you... It had the assumption that it had a difficulty curve, assuming you didn't see them before. Here it assumes you already seen these gimmicks before and understand how they work. Alright, speaking on the LP front, the Oracle of Ages Let's Play will be done in about... probably 6 or 7 episodes at most. As long as you stay on the crash lift, you're fine. I get the danger of falling into the water, but... even the bombs up there aren't the biggest... are barely an issue, too. Alright, we're here. Airman second team, the one I prefer. And remember folks, please, no all caps. Unless it's really... you need to bring my attention to something. This is your last warning for the stream, Kato. Now we have this sort of thing. Acronyms are fine. Oh, okay, we need that. Cool. I would like advance warning on them grabbing me here. Look, I understand acronyms and bringing something to my attention or using it very occasionally, but you, Kato, have been overly using caps for multiple streams. That's why this is our last warning for the stream. You may want to decrease the time it grabs onto you like that. This stage is just weird. We have several weird design. We had two bad design decisions, like with the magnets earlier. And then some around here with the grabber. Yeah, it's a quote. It's fine. And here's the thing, Sylveon. You don't spam all quote. You don't spam all caps. And most of her sentence isn't just all caps. Okay. That was the best part of the stage. Item 2 time. Because of how funny this is, I'll overlook that one. This didn't feel like Flying Battery at all in terms of references. It was too barren and, empty. But overall, it's just... There are a bit too many bad design decisions, and the stage itself just feels... Well, it's kind of like the skeleton of a stage. It has some gimmicks, but they aren't really utilized well. Same applies to the enemies. It's bleh. 12th up is Train Man, Army of Appliances by T.S. Yoshi. 26 plays and a score of 7. Let's do that again. 12th up is Train Man, Army of Appliances by T.S. Yoshi. 26 plays and a score of 7. If I recall correctly, let's give this one a base. I have explosions, I have water, I have heat, and I think I have this. Maybe I had the ice wall, but I won't take it. I didn't want to hug that. Oh hey Strike, welcome to the stream. We were talking about the Steam Next Fest. The next stage will be later this year. But feel free to suggest demos featured on this upcoming Steam Next Fest. I'd be happy to cover them. Wait a sec. Nope. Sorry, Strike. We almost always do. The question, we just don't know which one it'll be. As I said, I hope to cover at least 10 or 12 demos. So I will have some bonus streams next week due to that. I think I'll have a stream on Monday. I'll have one on Monday evening, Thursday morning, and maybe one extra one. For the stage demos, I'll have a stream Monday evening, Thursday morning, Saturday evening, and Sunday morning. And perhaps Sunday evening, we'll see. Was this worth it? Yes. Which I now have to consume anyways. Joy. I mean, I could have just gone back to checkpoint, but I'd rather not. Thank you, Metanation. I'll cover it right after this one. I suppose so. I didn't really get into the cynicism because, well, it was spoilery. We'll talk about it more in the memes or tomorrow. Cool, don't have a weakness. I'm not gonna win this. And we got... Train Sweep. It was okay. That's how I describe most of the levels in Army Appliances. They don't really stand out in any fashion. They're just more of maybe not obstacle courses, but more vanilla stages which don't really fully sufficiently utilize or enemies, gimmicks, or level objects. They're not bad, they're not good either. Alrighty, let's do it this way. So the 13th and final level of the stream is Amazon Rainforest by Melanation XP. 19 plays and a score -4. Oh boy. Oh, I like this remix of Napalm Man stage. Why did he get such a negative score though? Is there a Kaizo something? Are there fake blocks? Is there a puzzle? Okay, don't go there. What happened with the bosses? Is there a checkpoint? No checkpoint. Don't use the metal blade then. Okay, checkpoints here. Napalm Man, okay. That's it? I mean, it was a very straightforward stage with basically only 1 or 2 gimmicks. You know, the footholders and the other thing. And it mostly consisted of enemies. But the boss fights... I don't get why this justifies a negative score. Like, yeah, the ceiling's lower, so it does make, for instance, Napalm Man harder. But Woodman's about the same difficulty, and you have a checkpoint in the middle. So... I don't get it. I was expecting like a brutal setup or something, or you have to fight 2 or 3 bosses back to back. But... I'll fix that door. It was due to 1 hold up. I'll get that fixed. So yeah, this doesn't deserve a negative score, but it's not really... this stage barely existed. That's the best way of saying it. Oh, okay. You're just right in time. Fine, let's throw in 1 more stage. Like, I didn't like the stage either, but... to justify getting that low of a score, you have to do something much worse. Alrighty then. So the 14th and actual final level this episode is Wily's Revenge by Double Cool Stuff. 43 plays and a score of 12. I mean, my main problem with your stage, Melanation, is that it barely did anything. The best part was the boss fight, but even then, it's not saying much. It felt less like an actual stage and more like the lead up to the boss. Fortress stage intro like. Wily or Cortex, you say? My answer is, I can't give an answer. I barely know about Crash. Like, another way to say it, Melanation, is that it feels like a skeleton of a stage. You did have gimmicks, but they're barely utilized. Spark or Hajime? Well, I haven't played Spark the Electric Jester, so I can't comment on that either. But considering Hajime, I don't know about Spark's character, so... Alright, this is also... Well, this felt more like an actual stage, a fortress level. I feel I could have better used its mechanics, aka level objects enemies, but I suppose it's fine. Oh no, don't tell me one of these is his weakness. I'm not gonna try doing. Oh, it's the fist, isn't it? No, no weakness. Yeah, I know I was dead. I just wanted to test it. Still, Melanation. The best way to get better is through practice. The first Mega Man Classic stage I made was, if you use today's standards, terrible. Hitboxes. It's slightly bigger than what the visual is. Hey, Vacuum. Well, having two screens makes this fight a lot easier, especially the first phase. Zero could solo every one of his machines? Depends on which stage of Zero you're talking about. Omega, probably? I don't know if she can hack Zero, especially with considering the Reploids. Oh boy. Ugh. I don't like this fight. Due to the positioning, now this is causing problems of actually hitting him. It kept plonking against him. Solar system level? How is he solar system level? Am I missing something? Like, I know Omega level is super powerful. Okay, you said to use this. See? It's not working. Do I have to hit the bottom? Oh, okay, bottom. Yeah, I kept thinking that the hitbox of the weakness extended further upwards, not the bottom. Despite what the sprite looks like. GG. Yeah, if you don't use the weakness, this is painful. And Metal Overlord, we never saw his true power. I mean, technically, the strongest creature we see, the strongest being we see in the Mega Man in the Sonic series would be the End. Which, yeah, that is solar system wide. But on Eggman's tier, yeah, I think Metal Overlord or Silver would be the strongest. They'd probably be able to put off a good fight against Omega. See, how did we... I understand Omega is definitely continent level, but planetary level? Unless you count the entire Maverick virus. We won't count comics for this because things get really powered up there too. Anyways, thank you for saying this level in, double cool stuff. The boss fight was definitely the hardest, but if it were to act like a final fortress stage, I'd say it'd be fine. So overall, of the 14 levels I covered in today's morning stream, my favorite one would definitely be Bottomless Abyss 2 Hell Abyss by Nuclear Stomp, with an honorable mention going to Lost Ocean Base by JJR. Good job, you two, and thank you to everyone else who submitted your levels, really appreciate it. So with all that said and done, it is time for the art showcase. So with all that said and done, it is time for the art showcase. Neat. Who is she though? Bunny. Cute. Eating soup. Don't show the what about the first half? Ah, I get the joke. Nice one, Sylveon. Retaking drawing classes, last 3 days of progress. Starting off with basic geometric shapes, 2D and 3D. Right? Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. Hey Kirby. Aw, more adorbs. She has a new crush. Like the hair, and how fluffy the clothes are. Okay. I'm gonna have to mute it. Well, not mute, I'm just gonna mute the background audio.
Arizona, Junko Enoshima,
Leon Kawada,
Chihiro Fujisaki,
Mondo Owada, Kiyotaka Ishimura,
Hifumi Yamada, Celestia Ludenberg,
Sakura Okami,
Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Aoi Asahina, Koko Kokawa,
Byakuya Togami,
Kyoko Kyogiri,
Makoto Naik.
Wait, I think I know which AI generator they used. It's that Chinese one which makes everything look more anime. Or anime.
Owari,
Byakuya Togami,
Chiaki Nanami,
Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu,
Gundam Tanaka.
Hajime Hinata.
Kyoko Sayanji, Ibuki Miyata,
Sometimes it does fairly well, the other times it just gets,
Sumiki,
Nagito Komaeda,
Nekomaru Nidai.
Peko Pekoyama, Sonia Nevermind,
Teru Hanamura.
Alright, that's it for us. The only downside about that using that AI art generator is that it's not been trained enough images, so it has a more limited selection of AI anime faces. It kind of suffers from same face syndrome. Day 5. Day 5. Precisely, Jaden. That anime face generator is neat, converting it real life to anime photos, but it is limited. Besides, if you really wanted more variety and more accurate results, you probably want to use something like Stable Diffusion. We didn't even see some of the funnier ways it breaks. Neat. To put it another way, it wasn't properly trained. Sufficiently trained. Nice. Git. Nah, she's still not likable. Doomslayer versus Davot. Who's Davot? Some doodles about savory so and Jizzle hot. More Lamia art. Aw, they look adorable. Oh, Evil Doom guy. Wouldn't be the first time you fought an Evil Doom guy. Or Evil Doom Slayer. Flamingo Coastal. I half expect there to be a Lamia hidden in one of these images. As an Easter egg. It's cute. Keep up the good work, Eskun. Or Ulrich. Whichever one you prefer. The 2 star children. Twin stars. Day 6. Some free Monster Girl friend ops. So, more Lamias, or Snake Girls. Well... a few of these are Monster Girls. The others just look like straight up Andros. Or Andromorphs. Ah, good. Actually keeps going. Odd. Like, this is... she's clearly a Monster Girl. You can tell that. She's on the bout. Well, she's a succubus, so... yeah, Monster Girl. Her as well. Okay, most of the characters featured here are Monster Girls. Ooh, Slime Girl. Neat. Like, let me put it this way. These 2 are Monster Girls. Everyone here is a Monster Girl. Everyone here minus the Tanuki and the other Tanuki are Entromorphs. I mean, due to Ulrich's art style, Sylveon, everyone looks thicker. Well, some of them are Lamias, others are... some of them are Lamias, some of them are Lizard Girls. Thank you for the correction. Thank you for pointing it out. Bye, Pizza Tower. If you're into if you really like the Wario Land games, especially the later ones, do it. First week complete. The faces are looking ever less geometric, which is a good thing. They now kind of look like some of the Cartoon Network shows. Maybe? See, in general, the way Ulrich draws people, they tend to be more, especially with the RMs and other beings, thicker or wider. Still, keep up the good work. I really appreciate all the artwork you post to the server. It's nice. In any case, this marks the end of the stream. Thank you very much to everyone who either submitted a level, submitted their art, or just participated in chat. It's due to your continued support why I continue to produce content for the channel. It's really appreciated. So, if you're enjoying this or any other piece of content on the channel, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help it out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Mastodon as well, and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all In a future Let's Play,